No one ever told him that help does not always arrive loudly. He believed rescue would look dramatic, a clear sign, a sudden break, a moment where everything finally made sense. He waited for that moment with patience he mistook for wisdom. From childhood, he had been observant, not sharp in the way teachers praise, but attentive. He noticed patterns. He noticed people. He noticed when a room felt heavy or when silence meant more than words. What he never learned was how to trust what he noticed. Each time his instincts stirred, he found a way to explain them away. When he felt uneasy about a decision, he called it fear. When something inside urged him to act, he told himself to wait for clarity. He believed clarity was something that arrived fully formed. He did not know it often comes only after movement. There were moments when his life leaned toward him, quietly asking for attention. The first came early, a chance to leave his comfort and learn something difficult. Someone older offered guidance. Not mentorship with speeches, but presence, consistency, a steady hand. He felt drawn to it and suspicious of it at the same time. He declined politely. He said he was not ready, that was true. But readiness was not what the moment required. Years later, another opening appeared. This time through loss. A job ended suddenly. Friends scattered. The familiar structure collapsed. In the empty space that followed, he felt something rare, a stillness that invited change. He sensed it clearly, almost physically. Instead of listening, he rushed to fill the silence. He took the first option that restored normality. Same patterns, same habits, same excuses, only dressed as responsibility. Stability returned, and with it, the dull hum of avoidance. What he did not know was that someone had been walking beside him the entire time. Not a voice, not a vision, just a quiet presence that moved when he moved and paused when he paused. It did not interfere. It did not force. Its role was simple. To nudge when the timing mattered. Each nudge was small, a delay that prevented a mistake, a thought that surfaced at the edge of sleep, a chance encounter that left him unsettled for reasons he could not name. Every time he ignored these moments, the presence stepped back. Not in punishment, but in respect. Intervention only works when it is welcome. As the years passed, his life became efficient but thin. Days were full but empty. Conversations stayed on the surface. He measured progress by survival rather than direction. He told himself this was adulthood. Sometimes late at night, he felt watched, not in fear, in concern. He would shake it off and scroll through distractions until sleep arrived. Then came the incident. It was ordinary in every visible way. A missed train, a wrong turn, a delay that irritated him because it broke routine. Standing there frustrated, he felt the strongest pull he had ever known. A clear urge to wait, to sit, to breathe. He almost listened, but impatience won. He moved on. Minutes later, he learned what the delay had been protecting him from. A small disaster. Not enough to make headlines, but enough to alter lives, enough to end one. He was shaken, but only briefly. He told himself it was coincidence. That word became his shield. From that day forward, the nudges stopped. Not because the presence left, but because he had reached a threshold. There is a point where guidance turns into observation, where the lesson must be learned without assistance. He felt the change without understanding it. Life grew harder, though nothing obvious went wrong. Effort produced less return. Choices carried heavier consequences. Recovery took longer. He began to feel alone in a way that crowded rooms could not fix. He tried to improve, read books, set routines, make promises to himself. But something essential was missing. Direction without alignment feels like dragging weight uphill. The present still watched, still hoped, but no longer interfered. One evening, exhausted and bitter, he spoke aloud in an empty room. Not a prayer, not a demand, just a question. Why does it feel like I am always one step behind my life? The answer did not come in words. It came as memory. He remembered every moment he had been nudged, every hesitation, every quiet chance, every time help had arrived disguised as inconvenience, as discomfort, as delay. For the first time, he understood the pattern. Help had never been absent. It had simply refused to shout. He broke down then, not from regret alone, but from recognition. He saw how often he had walked past his own rescue because it did not match his expectations. That night, the presence moved closer again. Not fully, not yet. Trust, once ignored, returned slowly. The next days were subtle. He began to notice again, not just events, but timing. He paused when urged. He waited when impatience rose. He chose difficulty over comfort once, then again. Nothing magical happened, but something real did. Momentum shifted. He lost some things in the process. Comfort, familiar approval, the illusion that everything could be fixed later. But he gained something quieter and stronger. Alignment. Life did not become easier. It became clearer. The presence did not protect him from consequences anymore. It guided him through them. That was the difference. Years later, when he stood in a place he never expected to reach, he understood the final lesson. Rescue is rarely dramatic. It does not pull you out of fire. It teaches you when to stop walking toward it. And silence is not abandonment. Sometimes it is the moment when you are finally trusted to choose well on your own.